Welcome to Sunrise Radio. My name is Raj Palmer, and in today's episode, we're going to be speaking to Dapinder Guraya from Global Banking School. Welcome to the show, Dapinder. How are you today?
Hello, hi, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you very much. For the benefit of our listeners, if you'd like to introduce yourself and also tell us a bit about your role at Global Banking School.
Yes, so I'm Dipinder Guraya. I'm the Chief of Staff at Global Banking School, looking after mostly all the operations at Global Banking School. And I've been working here for about 4 years now.
Okay, so tell us a bit about Global Banking School, the background. Where did it all start?
So Global Banking School, so we started back in 2010 as an investment banking institution. Where we would train young professionals to get a career into investment banking. But from there, it led on to offering courses from foundation all the way up till masters. And now we are a higher education provider working with different universities where we offer our degrees, which are BA honors degree, BSc honors in computing, in healthcare, in accounting and finance, in business and tourism. So we have a variety of courses to cater to the needs of our applicants.
So tell us a bit about how it's evolved to now, basically. I know you've got a new campus in Leeds City Centre. Are the same courses available?
Yes. So GBS, we started in East London. From there, we grow. We had been growing quite massively past 3 years. We've got campus in Manchester, in Leeds, in Birmingham. We have 4 campuses in around London, 1 in Greenford and 3 in East London. So GBS has been evolving, whereas the portfolio of the courses that we are awarding are also evolving with GBS. So we have a variety of courses to offer to our applicants, especially in Leeds. It's going to be our first intake, and we are hosting an open day for Leeds applicants who can just walk into the campus, and we'll help them and guide them through, even if they're unsure if they want to return to education.
Now, I've had a look at the information about Global Banking School. You mentioned flexible learning. How does that work?
So so it's very important to understand what kind of applicants we get. These are not young graduates who are just passing over their A levels and then coming to the education. It's not a regular education progression for them. These are the students who have been away from education, so mostly catering to the needs of VAME communities and young professionals who are usually 90% of our students are from 30s to say mid 50s. So these are the students who have commitments. They've got childcare commitments. They've got jobs, and to provide education around their life, we come up with delivery patterns which are, you don't have to come 5 days a week to go into a full-time education in undergraduate courses. You have to just do 2 days. So if you're working 4 days, you can just do 2 days, and these 2 days will remain for the year so that you have a better understanding what your time is going to be invested on. And if you're working in the morning, you can do our evening batch, which is 3 evenings, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So we try to cover the learning hours, but in a less number of days, so the students can plan their life better around their jobs and childcare.
Now, obviously, the flexible learning is amazing because it's not like a standard university where you have to go in for the lectures. Now, apart from the flexible learning, what would you say is unique about Global Banking School?
So the list is quite long. So recently NSS survey came out, and overall student rated us that they are satisfied with the quality of the courses we offer. So our rating is 93% as compared to the UK average sector. The sector average is about 77%. So applicants do get the return on investment, and that's very important for us because we understand our applicants are not the usual students who are just coming to the education. They are returning. It might be their second opportunity. Maybe they are stuck in the career and the only thing lacking in their CV is the education to progress onto a career. So we understand their needs, and that's how our programs are designed. They're very job oriented and programs so that we can provide students with the necessary skill sets so they can go back to the mainstream employment and contribute to the economy of the country.
Now, there may be people watching or listening today who are thinking, is this a recognized university?
Yes. So, hi, as I mentioned, Global Banking School is a higher education provider, and we are regulated by OFS. OFS is the highest regulatory body in the education sector. So we are, if you want to check, we are on the OFS register. We are in partnership with very renowned universities where we deliver their courses. You study with us, you get to study just near your locations. So if you can't access to the main universities, you can come to us and get the same level of qualification. And we maintain 90% progression and retention rate. So I think it is very diverse when it comes to global banking school, and you, if even if you're unsure, you can get in touch with us. You can go to our website and see www.globalbanking.ac.uk and browse the courses. But if you've not made up your mind, you're more than welcome to come on open days, and our admission officers will guide you through.
Now, I know you're organising an open day, and we'll get to that shortly. But I just want to say thank you for shining some great light on everything about Global Banking School, and of course, joining us here on Sunrise Radio. The listeners really do appreciate it. Especially with the campus virtually next door. I mean, Leeds is what, a 10-15 minute drive.
Mhm.
A lot of people are often cautious when picking a university to study. So we'd love to discuss maybe a bit more about how Global Banking School can be the right decision for our listeners. Who is, you mentioned obviously, with the BME community, etc., but who is GBS actually for?
So GBS is actually for people who want to have the second opportunity in life to get education. So how we are very different from mainstream universities is, if you want to get an honors degree, you don't have to have any formal qualification. We assess student individual basis, and if they've got any relevant work experience, they can use their work experience to get onto a course maybe on level 4. If you don't have any work experience and you don't have any formal qualification, or you didn't have a chance to go to school, you can still come to global banking school. We go through the admission process, and you can still get on the undergraduate degree irrespective of what the age of the applicant is. So I think that's quite unique what we offer to the students.
Now, a lot of people often worry about financing their university courses. Student finance might not be available for certain people. What options are there, and how does Global Banking School help them?
Yeah. So GBS, 90% of students they apply for student loan through SLC, and we have a very dedicated team of finance officers. So the moment you make your application, your finance application as well is assessed, and we guide you through if you're eligible or not eligible for student loan. But 90% of applicants are eligible. So they have access to SLC, and we help them making an application to SLC after they've cleared the admission process. So in a way, we are offering everything in house, so you don't have to worry about creating your application or access to student loan, because everything will be assessed beforehand. But in case you're not eligible, we have variety of various payment plans that you can go on to. So we scatter your payment throughout the year. So at least what we believe is, students or applicants should get chance to education, and that's what global banking is about. We want to provide access to learning.
I mean, that's actually really good news that you're going the extra mile to help your potential students. Now, a lot of the worry from people who even I know, and I'm sure our
Mhm.
listeners will agree, there's a worry that, you can spend all this time doing a university degree, but it doesn't actually guarantee a job at the end of it. After the studying time. Do you agree with this? And how does Global Banking School help with this situation?
So as I mentioned, mostly we offer the courses which are job oriented. So the moment you come on to, suppose you coming on our health and social care degree program, or a business enterprise degree program. So the first year or the second year has mandatory work placements. So if you don't have a work placement, we help you find one. And even after you graduate with global banking school, it's not that we are going to leave your hand. We have a very big alumni society where you can join, and then we still guide you through. We have a career and employment department who will guide you through even after you graduate, and make sure you are in the job that you deserve.
Okay. Now, for those who have just tuned in, we're talking to Dapinder Goraya from Global Banking School, who have several campuses around the UK. In particular, we'll be talking about Leeds, but as we also broadcast across Manchester as well, if you could maybe just touch upon where the campus is in Manchester.
Yes, so our Manchester campus is a very popular building in Ardwick. It's called Universal Square. It's 20 minutes walk from Piccadilly Station, and the good thing is there is a free shuttle service. So if you get out at Piccadilly Station, you can jump onto a shuttle and come to Universal Square. We offer shuttle service in Greenford as well. So if you are in Greenford in London, you can still come to our campus using a shuttle. In Leeds, the location is very amazing. It used to be the Leeds City Council building. It's just 7 minutes walk from the station, at the Great George Street. So you're more than welcome. And as you mentioned, we are hosting an open day, which is on the 19th of August. So our students are more than welcome to join us on 19th of August. And even what I suggest to applicants and all the listeners, that if you're not sure that you want to come back to education, or if you're unsure on what program you want to do and what would best fit your future goals, come to us, talk to us. On the 19th of August, we'll have admissions team, the admission advisor. We'll have the journal GBS advisors who will give you an overview about GBS. We'll have the welfare support people who will guide you through how we support during your education. And we have the careers and employability department who would be there, and you would be able to talk to them, including the finance officers who will be able to assess if you are eligible to apply for student loans. So just walk into our campus. We will be there from 10 to 4, and we expect you, and we hope to cater to your needs.
Okay, thank you very much, Dapinder, for joining us today here on Sunrise Radio. It's been lovely hearing about Global Banking School. For those that are watching and want further information, make sure you go and check out the open day at Global Banking School Leeds campus. And those of you who are interested, there's a link at the bottom. Any final message for our listeners, Dapinder?
So I would just encourage, given the employment rates are going higher, given the pandemic, the situation we are seeing the trend of people returning to education. And I would just encourage our applicants or listeners to, if you're unsure and if you want a change in life, make sure you attend this open day. It's free, and all you have to do is come to a campus, talk to us, and it might help us diversifying your portfolio and maybe assisting you to reach the goal that you have.
Thank you very much, Dapinder. Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.